Procreate has just released version 5.4.11, and while it's only a small update, there are some really useful changes in here, especially if you work a lot with layers. The main update I want to show you first is the new bulk actions for layers, because it makes it much quicker to work with multiple layers at once. I'll come back to this properly at the end and show you exactly what you can do with it, but I just wanted to show you first because it's probably the update that people will notice most. So this isn't one of those huge updates where everything looks different. It's more a quality of life update, a few small changes that make everyday drawing and file management a little easier. There are also some bug fixes included. So if Procreate hasn't been behaving properly for you lately, it's probably worth updating to see if that resolves it. Now, depending on your settings, Procreate may update automatically for you. Mine actually did this time, so I didn't need to go to the App Store and do this manually. But if you don't need to see the new features yet, it's worth checking the App Store and make sure it's fully up to date. Before you do any updates, it's always a good idea to make sure that you're keeping regular backups of your work. You don't need to overcomplicate it, but I would recommend making this a part of your normal monthly routine, just so you don't lose anything important. And I've left a link below with information on how to back up your Procreate files if you want to check that out. The next useful change is with the eyedropper. You can now choose whether Procreate samples the color from the whole canvas or only from the layer that you're currently working on. So to use it, you just bring up the eyedropper the normal way. Mine is to tap and move around the screen. And then while the eyedropper is open, you can tap the screen with the second finger. That switches the eyedropper between sampling from the whole canvas and sampling from the active layer only. So you'll see the label change as you toggle between the two, so you can check which mode you're in before you pick the color. So if I only want the color from this specific layer, I can now sample that layer without accidentally picking up any texture or anything sitting on top of it. And there's also a new eyedropper option for the Apple Pencil Squeeze. If you using the Apple Pencil Pro and an iPad that support that gesture, it lets you bring up the eyedropper just by squeezing your Apple Pencil instead of touching the screen. There's also a handful of fixes in this update, including fixes for brushes duplicating themselves, issues with transforming layer masks, improvements to the end of strokes on hover devices, and a few layer related problems. If you've run into any of those, this update may make Procreate behave a lot more smoothly. Now let's come back to the layer feature, because that's the part I think most everyday users will actually get the most out of. Before this update, working with a lot of layers could be very repetitive and tiresome. You could already select multiple layers by swiping right on them, but now Procreate gives you more options for what you can do with them once they're selected. So instead of duplicating layers one at a time, I can select the layers I want and tap here to duplicate them together. And if I want to organize my file, I can group selected layers together much more quickly. This makes it much quicker to create a second version and experiment safely. Previously, I would have had to duplicate all these layers separately, then organize them afterwards. The one I would be a little careful with is merge, because merging layers can be useful, but it means that those layers are no longer editable individually. So I'd only do that if I'm really sure or if I've duplicated the artwork first. And the really handy part is that you can now choose select all. So if I want to do something to every layer in this artwork, I don't need to swipe through and select them all manually anymore. This could be really useful if you want to duplicate a whole layer design before experimenting, share your layers, or make a simplified version of a file while keeping the original safe. Another handy use for this is sharing selected layers. So instead of exporting the whole artwork, you can just select the layers you need, share them, and they'll appear as transparent images in your Photos app. So just keep in mind, Procreate does have a layer limit depending on your iPad model and the memory. So if you're duplicating a lot of layers at once, you might start hitting that limit for the canvas. So that's a look at Procreate 5.4.11. It's a small update, but there are some genuinely useful changes here, especially the active layer eyedropper and the new layer options. If you want to find out more about digital lettering and Procreate, you can check out my free workshop at ipadcalligraphy.com/workshop. Otherwise, I hope to catch you in the next video. I'll see you soon.